Yeah, hi friends, Doc South here, and I just finished. Actually, I didn't do the video. It's a video of a recording of an old timer who was actually in the Civil War, and I guess he lived long enough after the Civil War uh, to be. It was possible to actually get him on a recording, and he told of his days being in the Confederate Army. It was I posted it on my Facebook site. What is this? This is gosh, early no late January, and you may be able to find it. I'm sure you could also get them on YouTube. Fascinating stories he was telling. Um, he was in the Southern Army and I think defended Richmond and was in a skirmish or two. Nothing too bad, though he did get shot in the leg, but evidently didn't lose his leg as a result. I believe that's the case. It's an interesting tale to get. So you can always, I'm sure you can look them up on YouTube if you can't find them on my Facebook. But I was just telling my wife Sandy about uh, doing that or posting that into my site, and she said, "Gosh," she says, she says you always see in the movies, and I'm guessing this was how they did. They'd get in battle lines and march towards the enemy, or the enemy might march towards them across some big field, and they'd pretty much stand there and shoot at each other, which I can't quite figure that because my God, you're no one stands a chance. Sooner or later, you do that long enough, probably both sides are going to lose, a few thousand people. It doesn't. I would think if I was the generals, I'd be saying, "Wow, you crazy? We're not doing that." Everybody gets behind a rock, or behind a tree or something, and you would think. But for some reason, I to this day I don't quite get that. I don't quite get it. But if any of you know, I would be very interested. I'm sure I must have a Civil War buff or two on the um, in my realm here on the web. And if you know of what the reasoning was, I would really like to hear it because it don't make sense. Uh, it just doesn't. God, you think if Pickett's charged, they're all just standing up, uh, walking and shooting at towards the Union forces, and I believe they were kind of standing up too, kind of shooting back. You'd think you'd want to be as small as possible. You know, I've it doesn't it just doesn't add up. But if anyone knows, I please just let me know. You can post it on the on the Facebook under this if you would, under this video, and I'd be honored and would thank you very much to get that lowdown. I know I know I've run into doctors who I think when I was in training as to be an EMT, I seem to remember doctors saying that even today, with that kind of weaponry, if you got hit by a musket ball, say last week, one way or another, and got hit in the leg or the arm, chances are the way they spread out when they went into your body, you pretty much would be amputated even nowadays. At least that's what a doctor or two told me. Um, I don't know. That don't sound like well, no war is a good time, that's for sure. But the Civil War, it just nothing but tragic, and it all could have been worked out, I would think. But people get sore, then get even angrier, and then livid, and then pretty soon steam's coming out of everyone's ears, and Sort of a shame. There's a lot of good people died there on both sides. Okay. Well, anyway, I just thought I'd say, if you know, yeah, you just put it under the old pageroo there, and I'll be tickled to hear from you. Bye now.